It's after dark and you know what that means.
It's time to stay up late and be nocturnal with Cal.
Your love lifted me higher than I've ever been lifted before.
You know you love her, and if you don't, you better start.
So keep it up, quench my desire.
Hello, 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 my children of the night. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Okay. welcome to this week's episode of After Dark. Okay, so today we're focused on one subject and one subject only. I know we usually are all over the place to today's one subject and one subject only. I have no real way, no idea really how to introduce this subject, so just look at this. You just watch this, and you'll just look. I've never heard of this in my entire life, so apparently this video is basically this rap group is thinking about how frontal hugging like this with someone is bad and leads to sin and all that stuff. So the proper Christian thing to do is to give them a little side hug. What the fuck is that? I've never heard anywhere else but here, but in this video, nowhere else but that video have I ever heard of anything saying you can't hug people because it creates lust and you'll get a boner. What the hell? So side hugs not even fun. Giving someone the reasons for giving someone a hug, for me anyway, don't feel like you're communicating them well if you give them a side hug. You know, it's just like, hey buds, what's up? That's what a side hug is. What's up? You know, you're not saying like, oh my god, I haven't seen you forever, I love you so much, with a side hug. Come on. They're ridiculous. And that's just the chorus. That is just the chorus. I don't get these people. And they're rapping. They're a Christian rap group. Somehow that doesn't seem to mesh well. I don't know, because rap, there's a lot of sex and violence in rap, which would seemingly be against, you know, the whole praise Jesus, love thy neighbor stuff, even though there was, you know, all that killing and fighting like years and years ago with the Crusades, but I don't know. I really don't know. What about this?
Follow these rules, cause we ain't bluffing now. You ain't no rabbi, you ain't no priest, so rise up off me like the showbread with no yeast.
What? Aren't we supposed to feel like, isn't like the Christian church now in the whole like, you know, love thy neighbor, don't hurt anyone, and just they're threatening to send someone home in a coma for giving someone a full hug, frontal hug, and then a side hug? That makes no sense. And then what's with the rabbi and priest thing? So you can only give someone a frontal hug, which, you know, they're apparently in this song are saying, you know, brings up lust and stuff if you're a priest or rabbi. Was that guy an altar boy or something when he was little? I'm just putting that out there. That only priests and rabbis can give frontal hugs, which are connected with like lust and stuff. And he's saying you're not a priest, you're not a rabbi, so back up off you, biatch. So altar boys look like that particular part of the song. I don't. Okay, just put. Seriously, that's where they're going with this. Priest, rabbi, yes. Average Joe, no.
Go ahead and scream it. When I hug people, I need room for the Holy Spirit. And the girl walks up with her arms spread wide. And she's front, hug, down, way down, don't get hurt. You better turn to the side, pat her on the back. Jesus never hugs. 20 like that, scream it.
Bullshit. I call bullshit. Bullshit. Bull to the shit. I'm seriously bullshit. Of course Jesus hugged people like that. What are you talking about? Bull to the shit, okay? I mean, think about it, okay? Think about all the stuff with Jesus in it. Every time he's hugging someone, what's he doing? Front hugging. Oh, what? I totally, like, blew your minds. Think about it. Most of the time when you see pictures of Jesus hugging people, whether it's an adult or a child or whoever, he's frontal hugging. I don't see any side hugging in none of his depictions at all. And going back to before, if it's okay for rabbis and priests to front hug, shouldn't it be okay for Jesus to front hug? And, I mean, come on. I mean, bullshit. Jesus front hugged. I don't care what you guys say. Look at the pictures. He's front hugging people left and right. Jesus was a lovable lug, okay? He loved people. He would hug people. He wouldn't just, I love you, man. I love you so much. Come on. Of course he would. Bullshit. He would hug people. He frontal hug. What are people talking about? Seriously. And as for hugging people, as for when you hug someone, you're leaving room for the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is a spirit, which means, you know, it doesn't actually need a lot of room. I mean, you can front hug someone and squeeze them as tight as you want, and the Holy Spirit would still be able to fit in between you, okay? And since it's a spirit, it can assume many shapes and sizes, so if you're front hugging someone, there's always going to be a gap somewhere, and the Holy Spirit can fit in that gap, or it can make itself thin enough to fit in between your clothing, like your clothing and their clothing. So the Holy Spirit, every hug has room for the Holy Spirit. So I'm not there. So yeah, it's not like the Holy Spirit's a whole other solid person. It's a spirit. Spirits have no solid form. They can move and change their shape and do whatever they freaking want. So I don't know what they're talking about with that. I mean, there is so many holes in their logic with this song, and it's actually kind of fun to point them out and stuff. But yeah, holes in your logic, man. Holes. Huge, massive ones. I mean, okay, so they were assassinated at the end of their song? What was with the dying? Seriously, why would you end a Christian rap song with someone loading a gun, shooting it, breaking glass, and you all falling down dead? That makes no sense to me. You're trying too hard. You can't be okay with violence and not okay with lust. You can't. That just does not work. Because almost all violence comes from lust of some fashion. Lust for blood, lust for power, lust for someone else's property, someone else's body, which in turn causes you to react in a violent manner. So you can't have one without the other. So why is there some all down on lust but okay with violence? I mean, there's the coma, and then there's the shooting, and then there's probably some other things I'm forgetting at the moment. These guys really make no sense. I don't know what it is with these people. They're just not right. I mean, part of me's almost thinking that this could be a joke song because it's that ridiculous. If these type of people are insane, and if they are serious, and if this is a serious song, these are the kind of people that I don't like. Seriously. I mean, I really don't like Bible thumpers. People are like, this is what we believe in, so you have to believe in it too. This is what Jesus says. Do it. Those kind of Christians give Christians, generally speaking as a whole, a bad name. Because not all Christians are bad, and not all Christians are freaking out of their mind. You know, just some of them are. And the ones that are the ones that are out there in front of everyone to see because they're crazy. So they have to be like, you have to feel the way I feel about this because I'm crazy. And those who aren't crazy are more like, this is what I believe. And if I meet you and we talk about it, you know, I'll suggest that you believe it, but I'm not going to force it on you because you don't have to believe what I believe. This is what I believe. You can believe what you want to believe. You know, go with God. So I'm going to say bye now. So I'll see you when the sun sets and the stars come out. Let's go out with our own hug. Come on. Frontal hug. Let's go, people. We're doing this. We're doing this. Oh, yeah. There we go. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's good. We're doing good here. That's good. No, the boner makes it better. The boner makes the hug better. The boner makes the hug better. I'm telling you, man. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.